Hallelujah. Welcome to turning point. Today is the day of day. Wow. See if you can hear me. Yes, this is at the turning point. Just checking on my setting to make sure that I'm doing the right thing. Just checking to see whether you can see me. Yes. Wow, this is taking me somewhere else. If you can see me tonight, please help me to share. Yes, I can see now. I don't know whether you can see me. Let me invite. Yes. Yes, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yes, let me put the Instagram on. It seems better today. Yes. Wow, let me share so people can know that we're here. It's time to share. It's time to copy the link to my Instagram and invite people to let people know that we're on right now. Welcome to At the Turning Point with my very self, Esther, today. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you very, very much. We appreciate you. Yes. We are on right now. This is At the Turning Point. Yes, I've just put in live as well on Instagram. Thank you for taking time out tonight to support this wonderful cast. Yes, I'm trying to do a lot of work. I want to be sure that people can see me. If you can see me, please put your thumb up. If you can see me, please put your thumb up. Yes. I need to share. This is At the Turning Point with my very self, Esther. Today, the 9th of April. Wow, what a new month. Yes, I'm trying to invite as many people. I want to be sure that I'm on the right on the right page for people to see me. Yes, this is 8 o'clock exactly. Yes, I need to share. Help me to share. Let people know that we're on right now. Help me to share. Yes, help me to share. Let people know that we're on right now. Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for joining tonight. Thank you very much. Yes, trying to bring the best to you. Yes, thank you. I can see one person. Help me to share. Let people know that we're on. I'm trying not to share in the party so I won't lose people. Yes, welcome to At the Turning Point with my very self, Esther. Oh, thank you, Apostle Deborah. Thank you, Mommy, for joining tonight. I appreciate. Please help me to share. Let people know that we're on. I'm trying to get this thing. I hope you can hear me very clearly. I hope you can hear me. I hope the audio is clear. I hope it's not freezing. It's not breaking up. Yes, I hope you can see me. Thank you very much for joining. Thank you very much for joining. Please help me to share. See how much I can share. Thank you very much for joining. Thank you very much for joining. This is At the Turning Point. What a wonderful day. I want to say thank you to everyone joining tonight. It is going to be a wonderful night. Thank you on Instagram. People that are joining. Tina, thank you. Mommy Bola, thank you for that wonderful program that you've just completed now. Yes, thank you. Tonight, we're not going to waste much of our time, but I'm so excited about this topic. Is to salvage from setback to bounce back. Salvage. Salvage means to rescue. Salvage means to save. Salvage means to snatch. Salve from salvation. Salvage is to rescue something. Yes, tonight. So that is what we're going to be dealing with. Thank you. Help me to share on Facebook. Thank you. Help me to share. We're on YouTube as well, Dr. Esther. Yes, thank you for joining tonight, Mommy Christy, Mommy Betty, my mom, Apostle Deborah. Yeah, Augustina, Pastor Augustina. Thank you very much for joining. So I want to say a big shout out to everyone that is celebrating their birthday today. This is episode 18 of At the Turning Point. I want to say to shout out to everyone doing their anniversary, one anniversary or the other. I want you to make yourself comfortable. I want you to get a cup of coffee, tea, just sit back, relax. I hope you've had a wonderful week. I hope you've been able to enjoy yourself this week. I hope all the things that you put in plan, you've been able to achieve it. Well done, well done, well done. Well done for what you are doing. Well done for not giving up on yourself. Well done. What are the current issue? Yes. It's mixed feelings. Prince Phillips has just gone to rest at the age of 99. Wow, what a rightful age. That is nights. He lived to see the nights of his life. The nights. 99 to 100 is the nights. Pata pata pim. And he was able to do that. So condolences to United Kingdom nation for the loss of the great prince. Yes, so, and also to everyone that have lost one or two people in recent time. My prayer is that the Lord will console all the relatives, and I pray that as we move on, we must always remember, and that's why this program is very important. Salvage from setback to bounce back is rescue from life setback. A lot of people are battling with life setback. I have a wonderful guest with me today that we're going to be doing this together. Please help me to share on Facebook. Let people know that we're on. Please let people know that we're on. So what do I mean quickly? Because some people said to me, oh, I don't understand what you meant by savage. I don't know what it means to you people on Instagram as well. Please help me to tell people that we're on. Help me to share. Please help me to share. Yes. So the reason why we're doing this topic is that life setback. Tell me the race that doesn't affect, the color of anyone that doesn't affect, the age of people that setback does not affect. Tell me any language that setback does not affect. It cuts across the age, I don't know, the destiny of anyone. Tell me any great person that's not experienced setback. Tell me anyone, middle or lower class, that have not experienced setback. That's one of the reasons why we're dealing with this topic today. It's going to bless someone, and I believe this is at the turning point. There's going to be a 360-degree turn around. Please, I want us to do it together. When we're calling in, please call in. Feel free to give your own point. We want to look into life issue that set people, setback, and then how to bounce back, coming out of it. So savage is the art of saving something, such as setting people from setback to bounce back. That is saving life, saving something, because a lot of people deals with life setback. So what is setback? It is to slow the progress of something, hinder or delay. I don't know your own topic. Please help me to put your own topic. Is when we talk about setback, it talks about slow movement, progression, hindering or delay. And so, is setback real? I want you people to help me. Is it real about setback? We said it's a slow progress. Instead of moving at a particular pace in life, it doesn't matter what it could be. There are many factors that hold people back from moving in a momentum that is consequential to their age, and so, or consequential to the progression of their life or the plan that they have. There are certain things. It could be marriage, it could be finances, it could be career, it could be, a whole nation can be on setback. A whole company can be on setback. A whole family can be on setback. A whole borough, a whole county can be on setback. For one reason or the other, individual do experience life setback. So is it real? Can somebody answer? I don't know. It depends on your own. Thank you for sharing. Help me to share more. Let people know that we're on. To be honest, I don't know. My Facebook is not allowing me to share like the way I would have loved to. But please let me know if you can hear me. Thank you. Olayemi for joining. Thank you very much. Shade Agata, I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Mom Modupe Fadimu, Mommy Rachel Ikotun, yes, Solomon Lanre, thank you for joining. Happy to share people. We're talking about salvage from setback. That means rescued. That means to recover something. That means to take back. That means, to save. Sal is to save something, to rescue. And so we're talking about, is setback real? Can somebody just tell me their own definition of setback? Is it real? Please type in your opinion. Just let it come. Type in your opinion. Please call in at the time if you want to call. I have my phone here. Your own view on this topic. Is it real? Because when I was looking at this topic, I'm like, is setback a possibility? And is bounce back? What is bounce back? Bounce back is to recover from a negative situation, unpalatable situation, from slow movement without seemingly any damage. Is to recover, to improve, to recuperate, is to pick back, is to bounce back, is to rebounce, is to overcome. And that is comeback. But is it possible in real life, or is it just a theory? When you hear that, is it possible? Can someone move? Can someone be rescued from being, being set back to bounce back? And tonight, I want you to help me. I don't know, nobody is typing anything. Yes, is it real? Is bounce back real? Is setback real? Is it a real life phenomenon, or is just something that we talk in theory, that to bounce back, I mean to come back to life, to come out of any situation, is it real? Like to retrieve back, is it real? Is it real at all? Please tell me your own view, whether it is real. What does it mean to you? Savage from setback. What does it mean? It's like pivot, you turn, and there are things that needs to be done to be able to do that. I don't know. It's to reset. Thank you, mommy. Parenting with grace. Thank you very much. Yeah. Please, people, help me to share on Facebook. Let people know that we're on. Yes, I'm waiting for people to comment. I'm waiting for people to be with me. Please be with me. Be with me. Yes, mommy Tony Omolaye, thank you, ma, for joining tonight. I want to hear our opinion about it. Is it real? Have you had any experience? Does this topic resonate with you? Is there any experience you have that can help someone today, like cause them to have a turning point? Like from your experience, is there anything that you've been through that you have been able to bounce back, even though the situation is supposed to set you back, but you have been able to bounce back? Please, can people really help? Yes, I'm not seeing anyone typing anything. Yes, so I'm going to call on our guest tonight. Yes, I don't know whether this topic is blessing you at all, because I really want to encourage us thinking about it. A lot of people, they just sat there and sit back, and it's like, well, I don't know what is the lack of help. Maybe you really want to bounce back. You really want to out. You really indeed want to be rescued, but for one reason or the other, you've not been able to do that. Maybe you are limited in one way or the other. Today, at the turning point, there is going to be resolution. There is going to be discussion by which we get you to think and encourage you to move out of setback position, to bounce back today. Yes, let me call in the guest. You will see the phone number if you want to call. The phone number should be somewhere. Yeah. I don't know, something is saying social comment display here. Yes. There is a number that's supposed to be showing online, but if you cannot see it, I will try and type it in, that you can call in. What you can say to encourage someone that is really being captured in their own situation, their circumstances, life setback. It could be childbearing, it could be finances, it could be anything. Yes, that is the number that you need to call. That is the number that is showing now that you need to call. And please call that number. Is showing on Facebook now. Yes, I'm going to call in Pastor Mrs. Christina Yoade. She's a career guidance counselor working within the borough council setting, a family support officer with a genuine passion for family and children and young adults, a woman of discipline, hardworking, a professional in her chosen field, a woman that is an example of bounce back from setback, passionate about the things for youth, a strong woman with the heart of God. Please join me tonight, all our viewers, all our guests, to welcome tonight our dear guests. You are welcome on board, Ma. Thank you for joining tonight. We're going to share from so many experiences today. You are welcome, Ma. Please, I need you to pass your comment if you are with me. Please pass your comment. You are welcome now. You are welcome. I want to be sure that you
Good
are
evening. Can
good.
you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I hope
Oh,
the
good.
everyone
I hope
can
our
hear you.
viewer can hear me as well. Good
Yes, yes,
evening.
yes.
Let me
Oh,
see.
good evening.
Yeah, I think you should be
Wow.
able to. Yeah, well done for the good work that you are doing. I say good evening
Thank
to
you.
everyone,
Oh,
and thank you for joining us this evening. Thank
yes.
you.
Sorry, ma. Somebody put something. I'm just seeing it. I think my phone went on, quiet mode. Mommy Dupe Fadimu says setback is very real, because I asked the question. If a wrong decision is taken, it could lead to a setback, and that is a very key word. Thank you very much. Please, you
Thank
can
you.
call in. You can call in. See the number on the screen. Please, you can call in. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yeah, mommy. Mommy Adekoya said, yeah, you are very welcome. Thank you, ma. Deli Omolara said, clapping. Thank you. Please, I want to hear your own contribution. Help me to share. Let people know that we're on. I really appreciate people that are sharing. I'm very, very grateful. Yes, we can. Yes. So, Mommy Adele said, yes, it is possible for one to bounce back, I think. Yeah, Mommy Otuyele
Yeah.
said that. Good evening, then. Mommy Deborah said, yes, we can hear you, Pastor Christine. Oh, thank you very much. So, it's
Oh,
very
thank
clear
you.
tonight. Yeah, over to you, ma. You are welcome. I want to quickly ask, I don't know, yeah, giving us your view about salvaging from setback to um to bounce back. And if you can just give us a spotlight of things that can cause us a turning point, because I'm looking forward for today. I've been set back in so many ways, in all different settings. And at times I look at it, at times I like, okay, apart from prayer, do I need to do anything? Because most of our viewers, they are Christian as well. Do I really need to do anything? I just pray if I'm experiencing setback, I mean slow progress, and then leave it. Or is there any other thing that I need to do more? I'm not disregarding or discounting prayer, but I'm just wondering, is there anything? Because I, as a person, I'm looking forward tonight to see that, from the information that we're going to be sharing tonight, relying so much on all our viewers as well to put in their own input about their experiencing about setback and how they've been able to bounce back. Thank you, people coming on Instagram. I appreciate you, Gbemi, Sister Lulibab. Thank you very much. Please help me to share, let people know that we're on and we're talking about salvage from setback to, that means being rescued. That means salvation, being saved. And so we're talking about some issue. We've actually given the definition of setback, but if you have your own definition, please let us know. And if you have experienced setback before and you have bounced back, you've been able to escape it, maybe one way or the other, please share with us. Share with us so that people can learn. It can cause a turning point in someone's life tonight. Over to you, ma. Thank you,
Yeah,
ma.
thank you very much for that. And that's a great topic. Yeah. Um, Setback. I mean, I'd like to keep things really, really simple. And I would say setback. The first thing when somebody says setback is disappointment.
Mm,
They're talking about disappointment. Something didn't go well, and this disappointment. And also, you can easily say the word that we are familiar to say, failure. Like, oh,
mm,
I have failed. And that sometimes can think something that we address as setback in my
mm,
own simple way. So,
mm,
and what always happen about that is that it's just the way that we see disappointment, the way that we see failure, that we make us to see like, okay, that is, yeah, it is true that you've been set back. It is true that probably you take few steps and then you find yourself going all the way back down because
mm,
maybe something happened that makes you trip. Just look at it as if you are going up on stairs and it's going up. And suddenly, because of something that is in your way, it makes you slip down back to maybe sometimes it can be all the way down to the ground that you have to start up again. Are we going to just sit back down on the ground like that, or are we not going to put ourselves back up and continue the journey on this? Especially if you are not injured. Sometimes there might be injury there. So that
sorry, 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 ma. I'm just thinking, people on Instagram, can you hear? Oh, sorry, they can't hear the guests because I'm using earpiece. I've just realized that. So I probably need
oh,
to remove my earpiece now so that they can hear. Yeah.
okay, but we can't hear you.
Yes, ma. Go on, ma.
Okay. Okay, so what I said is that for me, a simple definition that I would give setback is disappointment or failure. Just for people that didn't hear me before. And when we think of disappointment or failure, it's because something has happened that makes us go down a little bit. That and if you look at it as a form of stairs, that you are going up the stairs, and you get to the maybe you get to the middle, or you get to the maybe 1/3 or maybe 2/3 of your journey up, and then something happened and you find yourself back at the ground floor on where you started from. You won't just sit there and not go up there unless there is injury, which is sometimes can happen when it comes to setback that usually keep people down. The injury can be through like because you are it's so much stressful that you are depressed, and that is the one that actually make people sit down there and don't move on. And if ask everybody about the definition of failure or disappointment, it's more or less it's just I've tried one way and this didn't work and I'm going to try it again. And I think if we all have that in mind, then we know that there's what at any point there can be setback because setback is just easily disappointment for what you are hoping for, what your expectation is. You are not able to meet that expectation and that. And as I said, if there's no injury there, most people is able to get up and continue the journey because you won't stay down there. But the case when there is injury, that's what that can lead to stress, depression, and so on and so on. And the worst of those injury is when it comes with bitterness. When it
Mm,
comes with bitterness, and that is why sometimes we are find it difficult to let go when that disappointment is happened because of some people, when it happened because of people that you trusted, when it happened because of people that you rely on, that will make you really bitter if you don't work in forgiveness. And that, as soon as you are bitter about it, it will be difficult to get yourself back and bounce back. So I would say disappointment, especially when it comes from people that break your trust. They broke your trust completely, and you are not able to trust them. And you're thinking, how do I start again? How do I start again the journey? And that is when there's injury in it.
Sorry, man. I just want to say, because you are mentioning something important, guys, tonight, please, everyone, help us to put your own contribution. You might save somebody's
Yes,
life
please.
tonight, and there will be a turning point in somebody's life. You see, what our guest is saying is so key. Please, you will see the number on the screen, and also for the WhatsApp. Please, can somebody help me to put it on Instagram? I've put it on your WhatsApp. Check the number and help me put it on Instagram. It saves time as well. Please, if Evangelist Bola is there, I put it on your WhatsApp so that you can help me copy and paste it on the platform on Instagram. Please help me tonight. My admin is not available. Yes, please. Yes, it is very important. Put your comments. Let it come in. Give us a call as well. You mentioned something, ma, about failure, and I put
Mm.
it here. You said it could be as failure can come and cause setback as a result of the lack of trust, where you put trust in someone and they
Mm.
fail. What about if we have worked, have been able to do this thing like failure so many times? Can someone bounce back from many failures? Like we try once, failed, then we said, come on, get up, do it again, failed. Can somebody really actually bounce back from it? Can somebody recover from it? Because obviously that person have sustained injury already, lost something, lose something, or been discouraged somehow, emotionally being,
Mm.
drained from trying again. So how, like what you are saying, it just so resonates with me because I put it down here. How many times can someone fail and bounce back?
To be honest, if we go and study the successful people in the world, there's
Mm,
quite a bit of travel that people you always mention. That people
mm,
that come about making the aeroplane, people that came about doing the light for us
mm,
to have electricity. They have made
mm,
so many attempts to this and said even people have um actually ridicule them to say, why don't you just give up on this? Why don't you just
mm,
stop doing it? Why don't you just find something else to do? Sometimes we find ourselves even saying it to people that why don't you just keep up? If you actually believe in yourself and you have actually found out that this is your way, this is your passion, this is your purpose in life, and
mm,
you continue and you don't stop, you will definitely achieve at the end of the day when you don't
mm,
give up. But the first thing, before those people could able to take all those criticism and be able to carry on, even they said someone that did it about 99 times before, I think that's the life bubble. Before they
mm,
actually make it, it's because they believe in themselves.
mm,
That is the
mm.
first step. In whatever you want to do, you have to first of all believe in yourself. And so when
Okay.
you fail, then
Mm.
you will be able to pick yourself up because you believe in yourself.
Okay, so because I put here, ma, that lack of belief in oneself, you see, lack of belief in oneself will make one remain on setback. That means on a slow motion ever. And it's one
Ever.
of the keys. Somebody put here, ma, Adeli Omolara, thank you very much. Setback can be anything that makes you stand still or push you backward instead of moving you from something that can prevent you from making the progress you desire. They can
Mhm.
be disappointment or failure, but if you see them as a positive gift, I know that isn't always that easy. It's not that easy to do. You can use them as a comeback.
That's true. That's
Wow.
very true, ma. Thank
Yeah.
you for putting that comment there because, like I said, those people that we know that they are successful, they learn.
Mm,
Imagine you doing something and you get it wrong. Of course, you will go and see what did you do that makes you get it wrong, and then
mm.
you learn from it not to do this, and you learn from it and not to do it that way again and again and again and again. It's a step up. It's a step up. It's a step up where you are
I, I,
going back
I,
to
I,
what you have done.
I see, ma. I see a lot of people, especially in marital pathways, that have tried to get married. I've seen a lot of people that are trying to get a job, like when we're discussing, that
Mm.
they get weary, and it looks almost impossible. It looks, like
Yes.
setbacks makes one, it makes one look little. before other, like especially when some people can just get something at their
That's
fingertips,
right. Yeah,
and one need to struggle for it. How do
for
we
it.
go about? Yeah, it's
Yeah, yeah.
not a.
I mean, I don't know if I can share just a little a story about the kind that I experienced setback. I mean, please get ready. If you have any example, you can give us a call and let us hear the time that you have to deal with setback in your life or in the life of anybody that you know, or even if you have any story of anybody that you can help so that people can learn from it today. There was this time at my place of work that a position became available and everybody around actually said, Christine, you have to go for this position because you definitely the only one that will be able to fit into that position, that you have to do it. Even my manager recommended me for it all the way. So I didn't want to actually do it because I can see how they treated somebody even before me that applied for the same position. But okay, I end up doing it. So I applied for the position and I think we interviewed three of us. It was internal. They didn't even put it out, but other people from other departments came and they did the same interview. And eventually, they didn't give me the job. The manager said because I lacked that experience in that managerial experience in that area, that even though I can do everything, and I'm definitely going to be the one that will train the manager that is coming back on all our procedure and everything that we use, but because in the interview I was not able to demonstrate properly how I will manage the team, even though they know that I can do it. So they gave it to another manager, but that from another section. So, and you know what? I was so bitter. This is why I mentioned bitterness earlier on. I was so bitter that I could not lift myself from that position. I could not. All I wanted to do is leave the place and go. And people gave me feedback of how to bounce back. That's the funny thing. Even the people that interview me, even the head of service, everyone said, Christine, you got everything, this whole area you need to do. Now that you are in that position that you are, we've increased your money. They did. They took me a step up for my job because they said, you are the only one that can train even the manager that is coming. And we have three other new staff that's already just joined a month before. And my manager left just like that to another department. So they even anything they are telling me about bouncing back, I wasn't taking it. They said, you start doing a bit of this, start doing a bit of this, you will get more practice on this. I didn't want to do it. I was bitter. I was so not approachable. Even though I'm training them, I was not approachable at all. I was so bitter. And just a day, no, God just because I'm a person of faith, isn't he? God just spoke to me and said, I really want to fight for you. I want to get everything back for you, but you are doing the fighting and you are not allowing me. So, and I can't be doing the fighting together with you. You need to step out and let me do the fighting. And as soon as I hear that, like, okay, all I said is, God, give me the grace because I know it's going to be difficult. From the moment I prayed that prayer, I don't know what's changed. Everything just changed. That even at work, they were saying, this is new Christine. This is new Christine. Even the manager that didn't actually give me the job, it was the one that was the most that I was making his life miserable. And everything just changed that even me, I have my peace. And then I was able to see forward. Because you see, when you have a setback and then you are bitter about it, that means you will not be able to see because there is darkness there. As soon as I let go, so the next step from when you have a setback is the next thing is to let go. If you don't let go, you can't continue.
So I should let go of that very particular thing
That's
that
what
was
makes not what you are trying to do. If you are trying to like maybe create something and then there is a bit of and you take it to the market and there's a lot of complaint in it and you have to take it back to the manufacturer. Yeah, I need to say let's go of that product. Don't let go of that program. Don't let go of that thing that you are
the
going to create.
vision,
Let go of the failure. Let go of the disappointment.
the pain.
The pain. Thank you.
Mm, mm,
I don't
mm.
know whether we've asked
Okay.
anybody. Anybody is going to call us this
Yeah,
evening. We
someone
want you to
said
call us, please.
someone said
And
resilient is our ability to adapt and bounce back when things does not go as planned. So one of the things that cause setback is that we have a plan. we have a projection in which we want things to go. We want
Mhm.
a kind of picture of how we want our life to go. And then if things are not working as planned, in anything, it could be anything, finances, anything. That's why I call it life setback. And then what Mommy Adele was saying is that
Mm.
you have to have the resilience. That means you have to have this strong will. That means you must not, give up on that thing, but you let go of the pain and bitterness that comes with that failure or disappointment.
Yeah.
Because in life, I have noticed that things that quickly make drain us and take life from us, there are things, that are so real to us that we don't even know. I must thank you on the suitable Sherry for joining. Yes, thank you. Please, I want Rotella. Thank you for joining on Instagram. I appreciate you. Yes, this is at the turning point. Keep your call coming in.
Yeah.
0730-933-0100. That is if you are calling from UK. Please, we want to hear your view. Yeah,
Please
mommy
read the
said,
comments. There's more comments. Read the comments.
yeah,
Unless.
mommy God
Mhm.
said, wow, wow. And self-pity and dwelling too long on disappointment or failure makes setback worse and make it difficult to get back on or bounce back. That's true. When we dwell on it, that's why you are talking about letting go of that pain, letting go, let go and continue. Okay, Mary said, thank you, Mary, for joining tonight, that let go of that pain. Then Mommy Betty said, you are right, man. So where they are resonating. In order to overcome setback, we must
Mm.
let go of bitterness. Wow. So that means if I'm not able to come back and get myself together, how do I get myself together? How do I let go? Like what you said, you
Mm.
made mention of some points when we were discussing earlier on about
Yeah.
some steps. And I know you are
Yeah.
going through the steps. So the first step is identifying that, yeah, there is pain and
Yeah.
bitterness. Yes,
Mm.
over to you, ma.
Mm. Yeah. And like you said, what we mentioned earlier on is that sometimes the reason why we cannot um, bounce back quickly is because we are doing it in isolation.
Mm,
Even though you have failed on that thing, even though you are disappointed on that thing, even though you feel stuck and you think you are just on standstill, even though you don't feel that you could move forward, but when you share with others, especially like-minded people, there is always like-minded people in everything that we do. No matter what it is that you are going through, no matter what, when you share with them, there is somebody that might just finish going through what you just find yourself in,
mm,
and you are thinking that how you get on.
mm.
I was telling you earlier on that when I started talking to like-minded people, I can see what I needed to get to get that position that I couldn't get at that time, because I can see
Oh,
how they're sharing.
sorry
They,
that I want to stop you, man.
mm-hmm,
You left being isolated in setback. I think it's one of the key. I've been thinking since you mentioned that thing. Please help us to share if you are online on Facebook. Yes, Mommy Adele says surround yourself with positive people. Identify what is weighing you down. So it's a setback is a weight that can weigh somebody down. Where you where
uh,
where you
something of
down
a network.
because of something you could not identify. Don't isolate yourself during setback. Don't give up on yourself, Mommy Adele said. Mommy
Mm-hmm.
Otunele is talking about network. I think
Network.
our network is good today. Oh. I
Oh no,
think,
I think maybe she's saying that we should network with other people.
oh,
I,
okay, network.
I believe that's what she's
Yeah,
saying, but
that's
I
what
don't know.
I'm saying. Yeah,
Yeah.
mommy Otiale, thank you very much for that. Yeah, mommy. Deborah said, don't dwell in isolation. Speak out. That's true, man. Ask
Yeah.
for help to bounce back. Speaking out. That's why I intersected you, because I know it's one of the killer for me.
Mm.
Being the kind of position and the community that I am. If I don't speak out, one of the things that I've noticed is that I will remain in isolation. At the same time, I won't get help. and then I cannot the thing and there is a way issues magnify themselves,
That's
make
right.
themselves very big, and we create a big wall around the victim. I don't want us to be victim of setback
Yeah.
tonight. I hope that there is turning point in
And
somebody's life today. These are the turning point. These are the key point. That yes, Mommy Wusu said that is true. You share your issues with like-minded people. My God, I hope we will have that clear understanding to approach like-minded people. You made mention of linking into the community that is speaking your language.
Yeah, mommy has mentioned it there. Network. We need to network. Your network is your net worth. Like they
Mm,
always say, that
mm,
we empowered you. You end up find that you are not alone in that thing that you are dealing with that you think that has finished you. You thinking
mm,
this has finished me. There's no even way out. There's no even way I can get out. But you will end up that knowing that there's a lot of people, even if it's about your children, even if it's about your work, your marriage, your anything that you think, okay, there's a setback, you will end up seeing that there's a lot that is going to this thing. You will see somebody that just finished the journey. That's what I was trying to say earlier on. That by the time you discuss with them, they will be able to pull you, and you will have to jump a whole year because they've already gone through it for a whole year, and they are able to join it. Yes, sometimes it's hard to trust other people, especially if it's a disappointment through somebody else that got you to that setback. Then you might be so weary to trust another person, to put your trust in any other person. But by putting everything to God, He will direct you. We cannot take God out of this. He will direct you. So,
mm,
and whatever journey that you go through is for lesson, is to strengthen you,
mm,
is to give you that endurance.
mm,
So we should see it. I mean, if it's like if it's like Bible something we are doing, we see a lot of places in Bible where they say that you should be joyful even when you are going through that because it will give you strength to carry
mm,
on. So, I
mm,
mean, what I can say as the turning point today is that don't do it alone, like everybody's been saying on the platform. Make sure you are within a community. If it's a
mm,
community of prayer that you want, yeah, do it. If it's a community to do with the profession, do it. If it's a community to do with anything that you are going through, there's platform. If it's women, don't be in isolation. Because if not so, that's what will make you be sitting down because you will think you are the only one in it. You will say,
mm.
I'm the only one in it, there's
Ma,
nobody else. Because
ma,
nobody carry it on their head.
I want to key in this. You said, the efficacy of having community sense of belonging is very important. I notice some people are still in some community but still being isolated. They still kept their mouth quiet. They are not reaching out. They are not, like seeking for help. We are so used to keeping things to ourselves. We are so used because some people share something with us. I am guilty of it because at times I keep, I wait, can this person help me? And I think it's the wrong way because if this person is able to help or not, I mean, if you know that they are within the range, you can always share. If you know that they are someone that
Mm, mm,
they will not make jest of you. So having that efficacy of community sense of belonging is very important. Connecting. Somebody put here, learn not to take no. Learn not to take no for an answer, no
mm,
matter what. Keep trying. Don't stop. Talk to genuine people that can help. Genuine people that can help. So there are some people that cannot help, and we must understand that.
mm.
Learn from your mistake and grow. Yeah, Mommy Adele said that. Mommy Otiwele said, I hope you can hear us a bit now because I think maybe I've gone away with the old streamline. So I'm doing something else now. I hope you can hear better today because every night for the past two episodes now, and after the service, after whatever I call it service, the program, I go back so downcast that the network is playing up. So that's why we try to change to now, and I hope you are enjoying the program. Help us to share because this is a very powerful scenario. What about, man, if I can put this to you, what about in the area of someone trying to do something new or in depth? someone has tried to recover from debts, basic, and is causing serious setback. As
Mm.
they're trying together, it looks like a rope is pulling them back. How can they, like what you said, do they need the community of those that knows how to pay back or something where they will get more knowledge? Because I believe in the community.
Knowledge, you just mentioned it. What
Mm.
they knowledge, there's always an answer to whatever you are going through.
Mm.
Even the death, even the thickest word that you've never seen before, there is
Mm.
an answer. There's always help out there. It depends on wherever you are, especially if you are here in this country, there's always help there. And if you're there in anywhere else, as long as you don't close too much, because if you put the hand that is hurting you inside your clothes and cover it, and you are in pain and everybody is passing by you, they don't know that you are suffering in any way. There's nobody is a mind reader that will be able to get into your problem without sharing it. Yes, you need to find a trusted person. You need to maybe properly seek the face of God to see who to talk to about it. But the best thing is that don't do it in silence, because that will kill each other. People that commit suicide, people that think it's the end, people that don't see the light at the end of the tunnel, it's because
Mm.
they don't know that there's help out there. So
Mm.
knowledge is the
Mm.
first way out of setback. Knowledge. How can I do
Mm.
it better? How can I get
Mm.
up? Where can I
Mm.
get help? Who can
Mm.
help me? Who can I
Mm.
trust? Ask
Mm.
yourself so many questions. Ask yourself, why am I doing it in the first place? Because your why, if your why, WHY, if your why is so strong in doing whatever you are doing, there's no setback that can keep you down.
Oh, if there is a reason for it, and the
There is a
reason.
valid reason, if you align with your purpose, if you align with your vision, you will not to give up. So maybe
Somebody
check
put here.
yourself, check the reason you are doing what is giving
Mm.
you that setback,
Mm. And I
and
and
check.
I think we need to do the MOT checks on our beliefs for ourselves. That most of us we don't even believe ourselves. And I've seen that lately in so many things that we were discussing. Somebody put here, that is Mombola will see that everyone experiences setback. It is how you react to those setbacks that will
Right.
determine how quickly you will
You
recover.
will bounce
How
back.
you react, but yeah, how
How
you
you?
react.
Mm-hmm.
Because how you
Thank
react,
you, ma'am.
that is a key point. Thank you very much for that point.
Thank you,
How
ma'am.
you react, how
Mm.
are we reacting to the setback? It could be a little setback, but it's causing a
Mm.
major impact in our life,
Yeah.
like depth
Mm.
dimension. And by some decision, like somebody said, or by us, doing something, you want to establish, you want to do something, and someone dupe someone, and
Mm-hmm.
like there's no way out. It's like you are partnering with someone, you are working, and the other person are really actually pulling you back. Some people, like what you said, ma, it's not them themselves that is pulling themselves back, but
Yeah,
because
that's right.
by the reason of association,
Mm-hmm.
alliance, the other person are not up to the same pace with
Yes,
them
ma'am.
and pulling them back, causing setback in their life. I believe in such situation they need to see back, because I've had experience where doing something with some people, and I always get agitated. I'm somebody that may go get if I want to go something, I there is almost like I get so blind to barriers. I just move, like some people say, can't you see barrier? But because of that
Mm.
reason behind what I wanted to achieve, then I just go like a moving train. But at times when I'm entangled with someone that we have to do it together, and that person is not going at my pace,
Mm.
then you see, no matter how many steps you've taken, you're set back
The setback.
into, yeah, maybe to the beginning. So in such a
Mm.
situation, I don't know who is going through it, because this is my scenario tonight, and this is a real life.
Mm.
It's happening to me. It's one of the reasons why I became a one woman gang, like as in, like, let me just do it, see how much I can do it. If I can't do much, I will do the little, instead of, then before I
Mm.
realize I've become isolated. I just build myself around myself, which is not making me to achieve much like what I would
Mm.
have achieved. And that is one of the consequence of doing it alone. And at the end of the day, one can get frustrated. One of the things I've noticed as well is frustration. So
Mm.
in that situation where you entangle with someone, or you are doing business with someone, or you are in relationship with someone, and all of a sudden you've put so much, and that person said, you know what, I'm off, and it caused such a setback, you
That's
know.
right. Yeah, yeah.
Mm,
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, what I will say about that is that your association really matter, because you see what they say, that show us your friends, show us who you are, and we will tell
mm,
you how far you will go or what you will do. So
mm,
that is, there's no lie in that. There's completely truth. So even though as much as we cannot do things by ourselves, it is absolutely impossible to be able to live through this life just by yourself. You will always be involved, because we are wired with other people. That is how God created the world, so that we can do things together in a community. So
mm,
if there, but there will be one that is actually will fit in for you, that you'll be able to do. So what's your association? If you follow people that will pull you down, then you need to look into that and adjust people that you associate with, people that you involve in any project or program, or anything that you are trying to do or trying to create, or things
mm,
that put you down or things that set you back. You need to make sure that you are with the, like we said, like-minded people, people that you know, yes, that even just listening to them, knowledge, and then you run with it. You can't be people pleaser and then
mm,
think you will not get setback all the time, because we cannot. God
mm,
is already make it. It is impossible to please people. You cannot please anybody. So
mm.
you have to know that
Wow.
no, you are not in need to please people, but you are in need to be able to accomplish that what you wanted to accomplish. So you need,
Wow.
that's the main point about it. Watch people that you surrounded yourself with. I mean, it comes out most of the time when we have this at the
And,
turning
and
point.
and I wanted to say, one of the turning point key is that I've identified from what you're saying now, is
Mm,
that the expectation that we have for our goals, how to achieve it, the expectation
mm,
we have from people,
mm,
from ourselves, the expectation when it's too high, or when it's unrealistic, that
mm,
realistically it might not be achievable, then
mm,
it's kind of like cause a setback. And so we need to check on our expectation level in
mm.
what we do. This is a turning point. This
That's
is
right.
a turning point. Yeah, so the expectation is very key, like what you said now. It just helps. It determines whether we're going to be on setback
Mm,
or bounce back. And tonight, I want us to move. We need to salvage. It's like being rescued. We need to save
mm.
whatever livelihood
Whatever.
that we have. Yes, and save it to bounce back, because bouncing back is when you recover back without
Mm,
being damaged. Like what we said,
that's
a
right.
setback caused a lot of damages. And at this point, when you are doing the turning back, it makes life easier. And I believe as well, I want you to correct me if some people are. Thank you for your comment.
There's comment, yeah. There's a lot
Yeah,
of comment
please
there.
call in if you want to call in. Help us to share. Let people know that we're on. Please call in if you want to call in. Oh, there's a call. Thank you. Wow. You are welcome to At the Turning Point. You are very welcome. Who is calling, please? Mandy. Oh, thank you, Mandy. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So, what's your view on this topic? Thank you. I just wanted to say that, with every setback, there's always a comeback. And then how I do the setbacks is that I'm trying to always keep a positive attitude and understanding that what is for me will never pass me by. So if something, if I go for a job interview and I don't get the job, that means that maybe the job was not for me. What is meant for me is not going to pass me by. So when you keep a positive attitude, you're less likely to end up being bitter or depressed if you're facing a setback. It's easier for you to shake it off and just move on.
Yeah,
Thank you very much. That is so
very true. I
because
like what you said there about the
mm,
comeback bit, so that if you, I mean, there's a comment on the comment as well that established something like that. That maybe when, if you can read the comment for them, please,
okay,
because
Olanike, thank you
there's
very
one there from
mm,
I think Olayinka and Olanike.
yes.
Yeah. So
It's,
do you want to
mm,
read
yeah,
it?
he said setback could happen to us sometimes to pause us in
Mm,
order to give way for good God's plan. It is good know why the delay happened by going back to God and going forward by his guidance. So that means it's good to know, like going back to God. And Adele said, thank you very much for that comment. It's very key. It's very important because this topic cut across. Please call in. I beg of you, call in and put up. Thank you, Mandy, for that powerful contribution. I appreciate you calling in today. You've made my day. Please call in. I appreciate your call as well. You never know who will be saved tonight. You see how people are committing suicide. You see the level of debt rising. But we cannot stay on that setback. We need to come out of it. We need to salvage. We really need to come back to life. It is very important. Adele said, thank you, Mommy Adele. Said, build strong relationship. The more supportive your network, both personal and professional, the more resilient you will be. Wow, she's still on that keynote of resilience, depending on what we've discussed, your support, system, your own sense of understanding, knowing, putting in the efficacy into the community sense of belonging. Have it. It's a sense, it's a knowing, it's something you need to wake yourself up to do. Make sure you set and review your goals. Reset it and review your goals. Thank you very much. Be flexible. Mommy Adele said, things change, plans change, people change. It is all about life. It is all about life. And we need to understand that it doesn't only happen to me. And that's why I said in isolation, the whole situation, we make it look like it's only happening to me. But it's not only happening to me. Thank you very much, Ruby, for joining. Yeah, Bola Wusu said, thank you, my brother Wusu, to get focus on what you can control. Have faith. Trust God. Give yourself time to recover. Don't be too much in an hurry. Otherwise, you may find yourself, you might find yourself in the same again. Wow. Titiko, thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Yes, it is very, very important. It's key. Please call in if you want to call in. Keep your comment going. Somebody is getting relief. There's a turning point at this moment. It is real. It is real life issue when we talk about setback and comeback. I want to make mention of this, that we need to sit down at a time and look in the mirror. Look at ourselves in the mirror. Encourage ourselves. Look at the positive thing you've been able to achieve.
That's right.
And it helps.
Gratitude. We're talking about gratitude. That's what it is. You need to you need to be grateful for how far you are. Even though you are going this far and you are here, even maybe you've moved back a bit, if you've been standing still in one place, when you are grateful for where you are, you will have the strength. Don't you hear the saying, the joy of the Lord is my strength?
Someone is calling him. Welcome to our turning point. Thank you for calling tonight. Please, who are we speaking with?
Yeah, good evening, man. This is Nika speaking.
Oh, thank you. God bless you. Thank you for calling in tonight. I appreciate your call. Please give us your view tonight.
Yeah, I just want to say that it is not every time that we face the setback that it's like something that's negative. A lot of the time is to build us up, is for us to have experience for what we're going to come across in future. And if we fall into any situation that sets us back, if we're able to get up, then it makes us stronger. So nothing will come, like in future, if you come up with such thing or someone around us face with such thing, then we can share with our experience with them, and to build them up, to be able for them to go forward and get up and rise up and do, maybe find another way of getting out of that situation, finding another solution, or finding help around us. So it's not all the time that it's negative.
Wow.
It's all setback, but sometimes it's happens to set us forward. To change our way, even get a better solution than what we previously planned, that we got disappointment from. I, for one, have I've been through a lot of setback, disappointment in life, and that's actually made me strong. It's made me stronger. Nothing is new. If I'm facing anything, because of those experiences, it helps me to forge my way ahead and go back to God and ask, okay, why is this happening? But I'm not always like feeling, that's it, it's not going to happen. I always get up and replan, re-strategize, and leaving things in God, and then I'll get to where I'm going.
Wow.
So it's not always about negativity. That's what I want.
Wow, thank you for that one. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Sister Nike, calling from UK, for that very powerful contribution. So we must not see setback as negative. We must try its turning point. These are the keys. The turning point, the moment that you change the way you see things, do things, weigh things. Even though at that moment it's like your scenario, man. We must not see it as, like that is the end of it. So at a stage, one was embittered about it, but it got to a stage where one will recover. One needs to get to recovery from it, let go of that pain, and then look out for, okay, where can I pick myself up? And I'm not as negative. Somebody says here, Luliba, thank you very much for that contribution. Always live with a grateful heart. Gratitude is a must. Please, can I just quickly ask this question as we round up? I want everybody to contribute to this very particular one. Thank you, caller. Yes. Okay, thank you for joining. Farayola, thank you for joining. Mommy Nike, Mommy Mary Adelike, thank you very much. RM Mary Icott, say thank you, caller. Thank you very much. Yes, it can set back be from spiritual attack? Can it be just normal phenomenon of life, or can one be attacked with setback? Some people believe in the spiritual part of it. Is this the same way? Is this the same kind of system like what Adenike said that not to see it as negative? What we want to do if there is spiritual forces behind the setback?
Yeah. I mean, the first thing, whether it's spiritual, whether it's happened to you because of error, because of mistake, or because of your disobedience, because sometimes God is actually telling us some of these things that we have to set up back on can be said. One thing that we all must do first is that determine to come out of it, even if it's a spiritual problem that is attack or something like that. Whoever believes in that, the first thing is that I'm going to come out of it. You need to believe that you come out of it. That is the only way you can see where the solution is. If it's spiritual attack, we know we have to deal with it spiritually. So that means we need to pray. We need to do a community of prayer. We need to pray. We need to face God. But if we don't first of all think that, yes, I can come out of this, I can come and determine that we come out of this, then you will not have enough energy to do the fight.
Even the help will not come.
They will not come. It starts from you. It starts from yourself that, yes, I'm going to come out of this. I'm going to get up. This is not the end. You have to use all those positive words to get yourself on. The word of God is so powerful and it's full of it. And those positive word affirmation, keep saying it to yourself that I'm going to come out of this. I'm going to do this. That is you believing in yourself. That's when anybody else can believe.
That is Ruby Accessory. Thank you very much for joining tonight. We really appreciate everyone. It says bouncing back is a very essential in any situation that we find ourselves in. Having said that, bouncing back can be difficult. Speaking up, seeking for help are like setting stone to bounce back, and it is very, because we have to
set stone. You have to set it.
And tonight I can say, I don't know about you viewers, I felt better than the way I was, about 4 hours ago, about setback. How can I get out of this setback? Is there anybody out there? So doing this topic today is a big echo from me. that, okay, let me put it as a topic and see what people will say, so I can reach my turning point. And tonight I can say categorically that I've been able to reach, a point where I know, okay, I need to deal with it this way for me to bounce back. And I want to say thank you, ma, because of our time. Just give us the word to round up, as we're going tonight. Yes, thank you very much.
I mean, one word I want to drop for us, which is even the word that I fear sometimes, most of the time, is that life is risk. Everything we do is risk. So when we enter into anything, there's risk there. I was listening to somebody earlier on today, and she said she ran away from investment all the time because there was one that she invested $40,000. Was a compensation for her, and she invested it, and they duped her. They took the money away, and she didn't. And she said from then she couldn't do any investment. And the thing is that if we try again, then we might the speed that we're going to take us to achieve better thing might even be smaller. Maybe before it was going to take her 20 years to even get anything out of it that much. But within 2-3 years, you will just see that how the way we open, because you don't accept it as completely that you lost. You bounce back. You learn from what you did wrong, that somebody was able to do that to you. You use it, you learn from it. You can even use that failure. You can use it to become your story that you tell people what you miss, tell other people about it, and it will become a successful story for you. So don't let us run away from risk. Let's just face risk, because the whole life is risk. And, and when we remain down, when we are set back, that means we are scared of the risk.
Wow, what a wonderful way to end tonight, this very particular topic. It looks like as if it's so phenomenal and we're not, voluminous, and we're not going to end it. I tell you, that keyword, let it keep ringing for our turning point, is that don't run away from risk, because when you run away from risk, you cannot bounce back. And I noticed some companies, some organizations, so many people have been affected with what is going on around us. Please, let's seek for help. And tonight, there are so many help. If you need help, inbox me. We can signpost you to different organizations that can help, either in depth or so many things, or maybe you need help, maybe, in any way. Anyway. We are even opening a platform now. Both male and female profile will be there for people that are looking for husband, so you can pick yours there. It is as serious as that. We are doing everything possible, working with different organizations to make sure that people are able to bounce back in every situation, because the alarming rate of suicide and depression is beyond. I visited, some of the organizations that was on Wednesday, and you will see people, in the mental home. I pray today that God Almighty will help us, and we will bounce back. We will bounce back. It is possible. It is a real life issue. Life do set us back by the reason of one thing or the other. But I want us to salvage tonight to bounce back. Thank you very much, our guest. We appreciate you. I want to thank everyone on Instagram, on Facebook. You made my day today, and we'll see you in 2 weeks' time by the special grace of God. So I want you to remember SALVAGE Setback, from setback to bounce back. It is possible and it is real. Until I come your way in 2 weeks' time, please find the roots to bounce back. Pick one of the topics that we've mentioned tonight, and I know you will come back to thank me. I am going to do the same. Thank you very much, Augustina. Thank you, Abosede. Thank you, Mommy Angeline. Thank you, Bounce Back. Thank you very much. Love you so much. Thank you. Bye for now, and have a very good evening. Enjoy your weekend. Bye.